Hello, and welcome to a Tuesday edition of Robert versus the New York Times crossword. Today we're going to do Tuesday, March 18th, 2025 crosswords. Go for that 20-day streak. Here's your spoiler alert for the Tuesday mini. If you'd like to play along, pause the video here, click on the link in the description below. Mini is always free to play. Alright, let's do it. This is Blair, maybe? Alamo, Arch, Henry Hudson, Raw Umber, Bruh, Rambo, Ramen, and Creek. Yum. Ramen crossing Rambo. Remember the Alamo? Got Henry Hudson. You play hooky. True. Did that a little bit back in my day. Anyway, now for the main event. That's the Tuesday Daily Grid, which is by Larry Snyder and Jonathan Kaufman today. Here's your spoiler alert. If you'd like to play along, pause the video here, click on the link in the description below. Daily Grid does require a New York Times game subscription. Thanks to Mike Wheeler, I think, for pointing out that Cecily Strong is alive and well. I was mixing her up with Cicely Tyson in my mind. Yeah, thanks for always keeping me honest there. And what we got today is a very unusually short puzzle, I think. We have 6, 8... Oh no, we have a very wide puzzle, I guess it must be. This must be 15 squares tall, but this is 6, 8, 10, 15 squares tall, but it must be something like 16 or 17 wide. So we'll see what Larry Snyder and Jonathan Kaufman have in store for us. Let's get into it. This one might be supporting or speaking. That's a roll, pickled vegetable and kimbap, radish, Greek god whose name sounds like a zodiac sign is Aries, Baltimore baseballers an Oriole, lower in rank, lesser, maybe. Exit full screen is escape, menu item. Give over is probably seed and chai. Schleps is halls, maybe. Region that includes parts of Greenland and Norway. Chimamare is urn. And fountain filler is ink. Disco duck, like the stereotypical gym membership purchased on New Year's Day. Maybe it's unused. Go back on one's word is for neg. Steel support for concrete is rebar. Truth. Disneyland transfer is a tram. Jut to stickers and ogre. Plus ice gauge mammal is a mastodon or a mammoth. A mastodon. Peanut butter and chocolate candy brand is Reese's. Like the stereotype, right, this is unused. Title pages are deeds. Amount printed red is a loss. Like someone with an out of office setup, auto reply setup perhaps. Goofball. Silly goose. This is truly, I guess. Google's to Android is apples to iOS. Weightlifter's injury is a hernia. Toro holders are arcs. Dexter and Homeland, I guess it's Showtime. Person who has a skill with a skillet is a cook. Dance fan of the 1970s. AC shower is sleet. Hit with stone ice is pelt. The Arctic. This is option in a menu, like on your computer, say. Fiercely strong Altoids. To the test of time is endured. A wish might be made on a loose. Lash. Con is to scam. The drunken chicken here, isn't it? Funky chicken. We've got a duck, a goose, and a chicken. My hero. Dana Carvey was on SNL. On leave here. Cowboy boot attachment is a spur. Talking sheer nonsense. Then goes bedroom in Arl. Posture. Urban brand whose name originated from a hunting expedition. That's Wild Turkey. I have some sitting right over there, actually. Yards on the gridiron. Many of BuzzFeed postings is a list, or a listicle. Many of Mount Everest guide is Nepali. Alan Aldo's on MASH. Playmate is Pal. Knocking over someone's drink is a party foul. It's fun. Some bases are stolen. CFOs manage fortunes. Safe haven. Rim is the edge, so this is refuge. Principal is tenant. Make harder to read in code. Home to call when you have a packed house. Movers, this is a naughty problem. Past lives, still need to watch that. Annie was Darth Vader's nickname. Super Bowl's in February. Emo is moody. Full of it. The game headed to overtime is tied. Strongly encouraged is urged because is since. Posture is stance. Make harmless is defang. All right. So we have a 17 wide puzzle. Very, very large puzzle today. With a fun theme. Party fowl. Got a bunch of different birds with some party-esque adjectives. Didn't know disco duck, I'll confess, but funky chicken. It's a dance. Silly goose, common phrase for like little kids. Wild turkey, like I said, I'm a bourbon enjoyer, and I have a bottle of rare breed wild turkey over there. So why 17? So that we have the central 13 here on funky chicken. So it should be an odd number of squares so that this is centered. And having the extra wideness kind of helps your themers avoid each other a bit more, right? Because like, things going down here need to cross this O and this N. If you imagine both these edges were pushed in twice, one on each side, then that would actually intersect this S. Would make it harder to fill this puzzle. So and we've also got things like these cheater squares in the corner, right? These squares don't change the word count. That's why they're so-called cheater squares. Just to make the thing easier to fill, and we end up with a very nice Tuesday product here. So I think Larry and Jonathan here have made a good decision to try to go for cleanness rather than 15 by 15ness, which isn't really all that important. Still looks square, Nice theme, I like it. Let's take a quick look through this thing so we can learn. I like the kimbap here. I do like kimbap in general. And a nice clue on radish there. So, like, I feel like Korean food is getting more and more mainstream here in the States. Certainly it's more so now than when I was a little kid, right? So, it's not like you need to fill in kimbap here. You can just figure out the vegetable. It's kind of a gentle clue there. Yeah, of course, Van Gogh painted in Arles for a long time. Nice clue on movers, I guess. This is for aromantic. Sometimes you also see... No. Ace is for asexual, aro is for aromantic. This is getting more and more popular in the New York Times crossword also, but it's sort of the Times, I guess. I'm sure that wasn't such a big thing in the lexicon in decades past, let's say. Mammoth has more letters than Mastodon. Sorry, fewer letters than Mastodon by 1. So if I typed in Mammoth. Yeah, Altoids. Full of it is fun. Yeah. Nothing terribly exciting in the fill, I gotta say. I'm sure... 5 themers is a lot of themers, but I'm sure this puzzle was hard to get this clean, but not much in the way of bonus stuff, but a very nice theme. So this was, 2/15, like 14%, 13-14% bigger than normal. So you could expect it to take 13 to 14% longer than normal, but in fact, it's playing quite easy. 90% of solvers are solving faster than the Tuesday average, including me. So, very smooth, fun puzzle here. Nice little Tuesday. Let's move on to some more puzzles, starting with the Telegraph PlusWord. Here's your spoiler alert for the PlusWord. The link in the description below. Free to play. Posh cars leans to one side. Could be lists and limos. Lifeless could be inert. Craze could be mania. Beginning is onset. Beginnings. This is inane. The Sixth Sense. Tried. And stats. So seeds, like the beginnings of an idea, say. Now, we have the I here. Looks like it might be daily. It is, in fact, daily, like the puzzle. posh. That's very British. And maths here. It is interesting, I guess. That's stats. The Brits are more consistent than we are, right? Because I would say math and stats. But if I say that... then again, mathematics is not a plural of a word, whereas statistics could be a plural. As a field, like, it's not a plural, but at least a statistic is a thing, whereas a mathematic is not. Anyway, I'm happy with maths or math as a math professor. Let's end, as we always do, the New York Times Connections puzzle, where we try to make 4 groups of 4. Go for that 2-day streak. Pick up, probably truck, garbage, abandon, fiber, maroon, freedom, MC, strand, thread, monster, spontaneity, Jackson, Ben Folds, string, unrestrained, and dump. So those are trucks. I also see maroon 5, Ben Folds 5, and Jackson 5 as bands, but do I see another 5? There's no MC5, is there? There's an MC Hammer. So maybe the 5? I mean, Ben Folds must be Ben Folds 5, right? I know Ben Folds is also the lead singer, maybe? Okay, well, there's fiber, strand, string, and thread. There's unrestrained, spontaneity, freedom, and abandon. So it seems like it's got to be these ones. Bands minus number 5. Never heard of MC5, but there it is. I think we should go with the trucks. I think we gotta go with the trucks and hope it's blue. And the question is, are these kinds of strings more lateral, or is these synonyms for freedom more lateral? I'm gonna go with this and hope it's green. Can never get it. Can never get it when it's down to the green and the yellow. But this should be a pretty easy puzzle, I think. I think this is gonna play 3 out of 5 difficulty, maybe 2 out of 5 difficulty. That's my guess. 1 out of 5 difficulty. Yeah, pretty easy today. Not the reverse rainbow, unfortunately. I guess this was the easiest, easy to see. Yeah, this is really pretty easy because Ben Folds can't be anything. I guess if you don't know Ben Folds 5. Yeah, you might not have heard of MC5, which I haven't. And I can't even type correctly. Or is it? Oh, here we go. I thought it was like MC Hammer, you know? But no, it's MC5. It's not Mick5, is it? You in the comment section, if you're an MC5 fan, pick one song for me to listen to. I promise I will listen to it. Abandoned, maroon, strand, dump. Didn't even see that. That's a misdirect, one from each color. Always like it when there's a misdirect like that. If that's the number 1 mistake, I think it's a very well-crafted puzzle. That's what I would aim for if I was a connections editor, which of course I'm not. It was the number 1 mistake for a first guess, though. Basically, once you got the first purple one, there's not too many other mistakes to make, basically. 70% of, no, 89, 90% of people got a correct guess after the first, they got the first 2. What am I saying? If you got purple first, there's a 90% chance that you didn't make a mistake here. And then from there, 99% of people can figure out the filaments. Yeah. Very nice. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for liking, commenting, and subscribing. I'll see you tomorrow, maybe, for some Wednesday puzzles. See you then.